We have breaking news from the Rams, who have released Todd Gurley.
Surprising news came out of Los Angeles Thursday as the Rams announced they had cut star running back Todd Gurley. No, Gurley is not the same player he was even just a couple years ago, but why would the Rams cut him? According to Bill Plushk, writer for the LA Times, he had become a huge distraction. He wasn't the player he once was. His knee was bad. He's lost his agility. He's lost his speed. The locker room demanded that he play. Gurley wanted to play more. He wanted to get more carries. The Rams couldn't do it. They didn't know how to explain it to the public. They didn't want to give away the injury, so every week they were questioned, why isn't Gurley running the ball more?
Yeah, you know, Mike, he is. It really, I never enabled us to get into a rhythm offensively.
After reading this, I felt like it was necessary to dig a bit deeper on what happened to the Los Angeles Rams. Let's start with bad contracts and poor planning. General manager Les Snead pushed all of his chips into the middle with some monster contracts for players he believed were going to propel the Rams over the top. Outside of superstar Aaron Donald, who continues to wreak havoc on the league, Brandon Cooks, Todd Gurley, and Jared Goff's contracts have put the team in a situation where it's almost impossible to acquire any impact signings in free agency. According to OverTheCap.com, even after releasing Gurley and Clay Matthews, the Rams have just $13.6 million in cap space. Now that we've discussed how the Rams put themselves in this position, why did they eventually decide to release Gurley? The Rams released running back Todd Gurley with a post-June 1st destination, meaning the team will spread the dead money cap charges over 2 seasons. The team will also see $5.5 million in cap savings that becomes available on June 2nd. They initially attempted to trade Gurley during the new league year, according to NFL media, but were unable to find a suitor due in part to the weight of his contract and, of course, the injuries. As fans, we can only speculate. I know his arthritis was bad, but it's possible his knees are worse than the public knew. Who knows at this point, besides the medical staff and the front office? The nature of the position leads to an extremely short shelf life, no matter who the player is, unless of course you're named Adrian Peterson. I did happen to stumble across an awesome Todd Gurley story that I wanted to share. My parents were in Jersey a few years back, the weekend the Rams pummeled the Giants at the Meadowlands. Saturday night, they were at the hotel next to the stadium for a dance convention. My dad was wearing all sorts of Rams gear out of context. All of a sudden, he notices a few guys in Rams gear go up to the bar. He goes up to them saying, "Go Rams," talking about how Goff needs to hand the ball to Gurley more. Lo and behold, it turns out the guy he's talking to is Todd Gurley's dad. He showed my dad his credit card and ID to prove it. He offered my dad tickets to the game for free and to party with the family that showed up for the game. Ultimately, my dad didn't want to go without me, but the offer still sticks out to me as just how awesome the Gurley family is and how nice they are. There's tons of stories out there on just how great Todd Gurley is. I wish him nothing but the best this upcoming season with the Atlanta Falcons.
Rams start from the 48 as Goff hands it off to Todd